So this is, we have a whole bunch of bear variants. I don't know if you want to kind of talk about
this. Basically each creature, Bacon's been doing a great job with his team, and the world has really been coming together. And so this time we really made sure to have Ryan concept out creatures for each biome.
Oh, yeah.
And so these are basically one-to-one with the concepts. Everybody did a great job nailing them. So this is our first one for the Enchanted Forest. Them. Yeah, Carson did a great job with this. It wasn't an easy task to basically turn a bear into bark in grasslands.
I want to live in the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, I think a lot of those creatures.
This is my new life.
They're really.
I'm leaving, Steven.
So I think this is I know. This is from I believe the Forest of Orinthia, and part of what we've discussed in the past obviously is the ability to alter the core creature into these variants. And here's an example of the Forest of Orinthia bear. This guy is a product of his environment. So when they're concepting out and modeling these creatures, they're going to reflect the world around them, the environment that they live in. So it might be difficult to tell him out from the trees and the moss and the bark, but when he roars, you'll know.
Yeah, and I think when Jim, we have great effects. Like our effects artist is amazing, and a lot of these are going to get all those kind of neat treatments. Yeah, like little, like little firefly things buzzing around. You know what I mean?
Bugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always. It's hard to see, but there's like a light blue, like a missive on some of the tips of some of those plants and things like that. So these are going to be fun creatures walking.
It would be cool if these guys had a sort of idle state where they're hibernating in the ground and you can only see the top of them.
Yeah, just the top of their back.
You step on them and then now you're on top of a bear.
Right, exactly.
Let's get Dave back in here.
But let's keep going through them. Now we've got this guy.
Yeah, so this is another one from Carson. I think this came up in our art review. We were kind of playing around with ideas, and Stephen brought up a lava bear.
Yeah. Right, because we have I think there's a lava temple or dungeon, and part of the population for that particular dungeon was seeing some of these corrupted, animals that had been kind of influenced by the volcanic environment, and having this kind of as a lava rock / still lava inside, and maybe part of his attacks have the kind of burning dot on a player, as different variant.
Yeah,
or perhaps he has a somewhat breath attack or like a lava throw up attack.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I think, this is just a great example, too, of kind of us just talking and having ideas in some meetings. And it's like, oh, could we do this? Like, yeah, all right, let's get a variant out there. So,
and then Ryan, makes these concepts and quickly pops them out. So
yeah, that whole
let's just keep going through all of them.
Yeah, they're great. So now this is,
the Shaggy Bear.
the Shaggy Bear, and this was Jincy. I don't know if she'll ever forgive me for this one. But she did a great job layering on hair. It was just it was days of hair cards. And I could start to see that 1,000-yard stare in her eye.
To be fair, that was Ryan's fault.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can't.
But then when he posted the concept, I was like, "Ooh, I love the hair." And then I think the first iteration of him, the hair was very,
it was a lot shorter. We're trying to feel like what we could technically.
I was like, "How far can you guys push it?"
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better, and I think we can keep pushing a little further now.
He needs a little beard.
Yeah, there's a ton in that neck, I'm telling you. I know, we kept getting pushback. It's like, could you make it longer? I'm like, it's pretty long. It's pretty long. But yeah, she did a great job on this. And we kind of worked out a new alpha material for this one, too, which is
another thing
nice.
about this kind of woolly looking bear is that, from a scale standpoint, this model gets scaled up a little bit more so than the other bears. So, kind of has that woolly presence, that woolly bear.
Yeah. And then we've got our Cursed Charger variants. So you guys have seen, you've seen some of the concept art for this, but you haven't seen the 3D models of them. So we're just kind of showing them off.
Yeah, and this is another Grasslands variant now. That's what that last bear was as well. So you can kind of see the color palettes between the two. We have two main biomes, which are Enchanted and then Grasslands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that known?
Well, now it is.
Two main biomes? Oh, you're talking about
what these guys,
the level that we go playing through next month.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing our, really has three. It's going to have the grasslands, it's going to have the enchanted forest, and then it's also going to have a temperate, kind of Arctic look on the mountain. But you guys have probably seen previously the original Cursed Charger that was a mount, had an Arctic kind of snow leopardy look to it.
Brindle pattern, very different.
Right. But here we have something that is a little bit more blended into its environment in the grasslands and the plains area, so that again, they can prowl out in the open without you necessarily seeing them in tall grass.
Ooh, I like this. I like this little
is great.
pose action shot.
Yeah, and Jitsu's been messing around with those too. So hopefully we'll have some more dynamic shots for you, on the marketing side of things instead of just T-pose all the time.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so these are great. Yeah, she did a nice job with this one too, getting kind of matted fur to help it feel like it's a little damp in the environment.
And T-pose is like this.
This is T-pose. Sorry,
what that means.
Yeah, it's just these static.
That's why they're very static. Is because they're taking them in their model.
Yeah, and we have to bind them to the skeleton this way in order to have her. If we model the curve into the tail, you could never get it out.
Yeah, and we'll have video footage of obviously the Chris Charger video is already out there, so you can kind of see the environment. If you want to go get a sneak peek over there, we've been kind of showing little sneak peeks of these characters as the creation of them is completed, and then seeing them in the world that they're meant to be in. So it's been really exciting.
Yeah, those videos are great.
Oh, there's your little dude.
Here we are, your favorite.
This is your
favorite.
Claw?
Yeah, this is the pox claw.
Yeah, this one was great. This is another great concept by Ryan.
So you guys saw the concept last month, I think.
Yes.
And here's the model.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah, I don't think I gave him too much pushback. I just kept yelling about hair at Ryan the whole time.
Zebra raptor.
I love this one so much.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I think
great.
it's because the combination of like the zebra print and then the fur. I just love it.
Yeah, and it's really hard to pull off a lot of those patterns when you're texturing. And so again, Carson did a great job with this one.
Carson's been having a lot of fun. I mean, ever since he made his first creature, which was this one, the Tidebreaker.
Yep, and we're back.
Yeah, it's been cool seeing him go from being primarily a weapons artist.
Yeah, he was
like
mostly weapons and props. He's made a great.
He's still making weapons and props.
He still is, yeah.
I saw him making some cool belts and stuff like that too.
I threw him back on the prop stuff for a little bit. He's been having too much fun up there.
We need loot for people to get, right?
Yes.
This
one's
one's
both great. Yeah.
I can't wait for the particles for Jim to get his hands on this one.
Yeah, and I think Jensen painted like a very subtle green. Yeah, that little bit you can see is emissive too. So in the dark, it'll show up a lot more. Yeah.
That's cool. And then our scale runner, which you guys got to see Dave, who was working on the animation for this.
And I think there's a video coming out soon.
Yeah, there might be.
Maybe
it might be coming tomorrow or something. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I really like this one too. I think we took down the saturation a little bit once we started running around in the world. But, I mean, he nailed.
This was too bright.
Yeah, he nailed the concept. Yeah, it stuck out just a little too much, and I think Tristan made that call and said, "Yeah, go for it."
Well, when we were working on a video for this guy, we were kind of looking at the different environments, and I think we're going to be showcasing one of the variants of him in a different area than the one that we shared on the live stream before. So you'll get to see some stuff.
Yeah, there's the concept. So I mean, he got it right on, So I just told him this. So I was like, we tuned it down a little and just sent him a message. He's like, yeah, it's fine. Carson's easy going.
Talk about your process for that. Let's say you put it into the world and then you're looking. Then Tristan obviously is placing it. You guys look at it, and then how does that work when you're trying to reiterate?
Yeah, I think iteration time once we actually have it in engine is pretty quick. So we really just need to get it in the environment, look at the lighting, kind of look at some of our materials. We get feedback from Steven usually, sort of on overall quality and fidelity, and then we go back and sort of adjust maps. A lot of it ends up coming down to roughness, which is kind of how shiny or wet things look. I think that's probably the biggest feedback you give us frequently.
Right.
It's just this is looking a little too bright. Let's tone that down. So yeah, it's pretty easy, and then it's just basically us going back and manipulating texture maps and mostly just texture work for that stuff. So it's pretty easy.
Cool. And then I think we have NPCs.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So one of the things that we've been working towards is kind of the population. And population is not only the creatures that you're fighting or that are living in the world. It's the people who are living in the civilization.
Yeah.
So you guys have been working on a lot of those. We've got artisan classes too or artisan characters. Steven really wanted to share that, but I don't think you guys are ready.
No, this is great to see. I mean, we've mostly been focusing so much on player character stuff and armor sets and getting things set up that now it's nice to start really bringing the cities to life. So this is where we're going. A lot of different merchants and everything coming your guys' way.
And blacksmiths and artisans.
Tradesmen, blacksmiths. There should be some backpack stuff coming. Some interesting there'll be a lot of this one's great too. This is kind of like our stable hand. I think Jincy's been knocking out a bunch of these, and now Carson's back on it. Like you were saying earlier, he's back on gear.
Yeah, and then these are cheap poses as well, so that's why they might have like a weird stare to them.
I know. They all have dead face. We're going to get better about that too. Now that we have all these facial atoms, we'll start taking shots with a little more dynamic interest for you. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just going to keep saying it till
no, please do. Could you stop sending us the dead face every time?
I'm always like, man, they've seen some shit.
They have to look neutral. They have to.
That's not neutral. That's like, I saw a ghost and it possessed someone.
Yeah.